A very bright and sunny morning to everyone. Why is the morning so bright and sunny? Because today we are going to talk about the sun, which is actually a very, it's got a dual status. Vitamin D is necessary for our body, but if we go out into the sun and bask into the sun, the UVA and UVB are harmful for us. So now what to do? We cannot stop going outside in the sun. What we can do is we need to have a good sunscreen on our face, a good layer of sunscreen on our face. So now when it comes to selection of sunscreen, what sort of sunscreen is required for whom? We have got several types of sunscreens in the market. But what are the basic factors we need to know and we should know while selecting a sunscreen? First of all, you should know your skin type. Are you you've got an oily based skin, or you've got a dehydrated and dry skin, or you've got a sensitive skin? The choice has to be according to it. If you are into oil-based skin, your sunscreen should be aqua gel based, or it should be in a spray bottle form. It should be basically a water-based sunscreen. And if you are having a dry skin or you are towards anti-aging, you should go for a sunscreen which has got a cream base, so that it gives more of moisturization to the skin. Now coming back to the sunscreen, what all factors we need to know? First of all, your sunscreen's SPF factor you need to know. Normally, we have got a sunscreen SPF factor of 30 to 50, which is ideal for Indian skin types. But what happens is we've got a thinking or a strategy in our mind that the higher SPF is, the better sunscreen is. So we tend to go and land up with SPF 70, 80 and even 100 because we fancy with the imported products, and normally all of the imported products range between the SPF of 100 because the climatic conditions of those areas, if we speak about, is different as compared to India. So the ideal sunscreen or the ideal SPF we need is between 30, 40, maximum 50, 30 and 40 will be fine. Another thing we need to know is the factors of the plus signs, which actually tend to tell us about the UVA, UVB and IR protection. Now UVA and UVB is a much talked rays of the sun coming out. They are affecting our skin. They are giving us dyschromia, which we call the discoloration, or in normal language we say we've got tanning on our face. Another ray which comes out, the UVA, it goes into the second layer of the skin, which is actually a cause for pigmentation, melasma and all that stuff. The third factor, which we do not know, or even if we know and we give a damn to it, is the IR rays. Now IR are the infrared rays. These rays you do not normally get when you walk on the road or you go out of your home. These are the rays when you get when you're watching your mobile. These are the rays which you get when you are sitting in front of the screen, your laptop or the television, or the lights which we have, the fancy lights which we have in our house. These give us the IR rays. So your sunscreen should be protecting you from UVA, UVB and IR rays. Another thing which you can find out or you should go for is that your sunscreen again should be paraben free. When I talk about paraben, these are the chemicals or the preservatives used to increase the shelf life of any product. Else than that, try to find, we've come up with several new ranges of sunscreens which are having vitamin C encapsulated form in them. So now what happens is that sunscreen is one product in your arsenal which you wear the maximum during the day. You normally wear from 8:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning till 4:30 or 5:30 in the evening. So if it has got some factors or it has got some ingredients which are not only going to protect you from the sun but also are going to nourish you throughout the day. The third and the most important tip which we never follow or never think of it, that what is the exact amount of sunscreen to be applied on the face. When I talk about the face never ends starting from the forehead and ending to the chin. It ends to the neckline. So the appropriate amount of the sunscreen has to be a minimum of 1 teaspoon. Mind it, it's not tablespoon, it's teaspoon. So that much amount of sunscreen is to be applied during one go. And the sunscreen has to be applied on your face after every interval of 2.5 or 3 hours. So ideal time for sunscreen is in the morning, say 9, 12 and 3. This is the ideal time. So next time when you purchase the sunscreen, do find out these factors, and thrice a day it is necessary. So all I have to say is have sunny days and more protected